Hey guys, Footy Manager TV here. Welcome to episode number 17 of my Leeds United FIFA 16 career mode series. You can see here that we are making a couple of rotations to the squad. Obviously, with a lot of games being around recent times, fitness is a bit low. Still got the injury to Alex Moat. He will be back really late in the season, like last couple games, I think, due to my calculations to when the last game of the season is. But I think it will be best just to leave him out. Don't want to get him injured again, like a big injury, and that will affect his preseason going into the Premier League. I would like to think we will get promoted. It's been a discussion maybe since January, since halfway through the season. Are we going to get promotion to the Premier League? Are we going to drop off? We haven't really dropped off as of yet, but this game today away from home against Brentford, it was still going to be a challenge against Brentford. They're not the best team in the league, but away games can be tricky, and they start perfectly here with that goal finished well by Vibe. That was a really well-worked goal very, very early in the game. Obviously, not every goal I concede like that, but sometimes I would concede a goal like that very early in the game. Maybe I'm not 100% switched on yet. Are you like that ever? I'm not sure. When you just start a game, like, you need to get into the game first, but sometimes, if you're not really focused as much, they can score a goal very, very quickly. And you can be behind the 8 ball. You can see 60 minutes now have gone through and we haven't really created too many chances. Bamba did well, the centre-back actually there to get a shot on target and actually win the corner. So very well done as Murphy whips in the corner. And there is Chris Wood with the header. Been so consistent this season, and consistent, I mean, he hasn't scored so many goals, but he scored a decent amount. He's around that 11 mark, 11 goals, 10, 11 goals around in the league. Obviously, he's got 10 goals you can see there in the championship, and also probably scored some in cups, I would imagine. So he's had a decent season without being amazing, just consistent as I mentioned. But unfortunately, we do concede not too long after that. Around the 70th minute, they whipped in a very dangerous cross that was fast, had some pace on it, a good height as well for the header. And they were able to make that 2-1 in the 71st minute. And here we were desperately waiting for an equaliser to come very late in the game. Was Rolando Aarons. He's good on the ball and plays it through to Calvin Phillips. Scores his first goal for me this season. He's a youngster, a young lad, young central midfielder, very young. He's only like 19 or something like that, isn't he? So he's got a lot of growth yet in him. Until he becomes a proper first-team player, and obviously gaining promotion to the Premier League, that will even go backwards a little bit, I'd like to think, because we'll probably need to make signings to improve the quality of the squad, so might need a loan spell out next season. So this game was a bit interesting. I come out of it relieved to get a point. We had a bit more shots, but for the most part, it felt like an even game. So I guess a draw is the right result for that game. A good result, I think, for both teams. Another scout report from Australia. I'm still thinking about it. I'm not sure if I'll sign another scout next season, because obviously if we do get promoted to the Premier League, I want to spend the majority of the money making signings. Will be very important once we get to that stage. We did pick up another youth player though, a good youth player, the maximum 94 potential, and at least the minimum potential of 70. That's what I kind of go for, but I do actually get a job offer. So that tells me I've been doing pretty well. Obviously you can see that by the actual table and the results this season, but getting an offer from a team, I don't think I've got that yet. I can't remember if I got it in my Manchester United career. It's my first offer in this career at least, but obviously I was going to reject that because Leeds United, a lot more to come, and I'm just showing you my youth squad right now, and I'm actually going to sign one up. Not yet, but a bit soon in this episode, a bit later in this episode, not too later, but very soon I'm going to sign up a new player, or one of those players into the first team. Or actually, no, I'm going to sign a couple into the first team, a couple of the older guys, and you're going to see that. Obviously, Daniel Amaral and, I'll just tell you, I guess, Stefan Pratratos will be the other guy we sign up. So just wait for them to join into the club, and hopefully they have decent ratings, or their attributes kind of already, but more so their work rates and skill moves week for that kind of thing. So you can see there with that result, we are still 6 points ahead of second, which is pretty good, I would like to think. And just to update you guys, this is episode 17. I'm going to be trying to round up this series, or this first season of this series. We'll have to see from your feedback if you would like to see another season. I would like to think you would, because I'm really excited to progress into the second season, hopefully playing Premier League football. But yeah, I'm just trying to analyze what kind of videos you want to see from me in career mode, and I guess you would like to see more career mode videos, but I'm doing a bit more Ultimate Team recently as well, which I'm enjoying as well. I'm just trying to have a mix of content out there. So if you don't enjoy one series, surely there'll be another one you enjoy. If you like Football Manager, there's Football Manager content as well. So kind of spread the load for everyone's interest, I'd like to think. But maybe is this a career mode maybe some of you guys are not watching, because I noticed not many views compared to my Manchester United career mode, even though, it was early in FIFA 16, so that's understandable. But would you want to see a career mode with a bigger team? That could be a question as well, even though I'm loving this right now. It's just, a mix of both worlds. But the big goal for here, because the thing is, what I want to let you guys know is I feel Legendary in this year's FIFA is easier than previous years, and I don't know if they're going to make it harder again in FIFA 17 when that comes around. So I want to achieve as much as I can on the hardest difficulty in this year's game, because I can feel I compete with it, and more than compete, do pretty well. So I want to do as much as I can. I want to achieve with Leeds United, win Premier League and Champions League. I actually think that's a realistic possibility in this year's game. So leave your thoughts anyway, because ideally, I would want to do one more career mode than this for that reason, to achieve as much as I can, because I actually think that's a viable option this year. At least, playing on the hardest difficulty. But as you can see, Petratos, he's actually left-footed, so he could probably be better as a left-back, but he's natural as a right-back, so he should be able to play both positions well. But weak foot for a fullback is not that important, and especially if it's 3 stars. But Amaral, he's got very good agility, 83, so that will make him quick around the pitch as an attacking midfielder, even though I'll probably play him centre mid unless we change formation in the future. But his skill attributes are absolutely crazy. They should be in the 80s, but when he gets to his best. But this is what you have to look at. He's got 5-star skill moves and 4-star weak foot. Pretty handy. There's nothing lacking there. He's got great work rates for the kind of player he is as well. That's perfect. I couldn't probably have picked that better. Maybe 5-star weak foot, but maybe that's asking for a bit too much. But he was perfect. Like, recent youth players I've gotten in recent times in career mode, they haven't been, like, their work rates and skill moves and weak foot just haven't been good at all, or even related to the kind of player they are. But finally we did get one, and even our fullback as well. I guess maybe as a natural right back, it would be good if he was right-footed, not left-footed, but he can still play left back as well. So sometimes that happens. But unfortunately, this game, I just want to skip through towards the end of the game here, because there was no highlights, obviously no goals up until now. But saying that, I like to show the majority of my goals coming towards the end of the season now. Majority of the highlights will be goals because of that reason, so I can get through next couple episodes. But we did have a late opportunity where we did finish it. We won the ball back, the pressure in our attack, and Antonucci was able to score that. I noticed Antonucci, like, he's been decent this season. Like, you could say he's been as good as Chris Wood, actually. But I'll show you the stats at the end of the season. But Chris Wood has actually had a few more assists. Antonucci, I don't think, has come up with many or any assists at all, just looking at the player stats. But he still scored 10 goals in the season. But you see the game does end there. So that was important, 3 points to take. As we will move on now, you can see some other results in the Championship. Nottingham Forest, they're pushing to contend with us as well, but they only picked up a draw, so it was good for us. And we have a good break right now. So I got to say, like, that's 7-point difference now. So I'm pretty confident that for the rest of games of the season, it's been a very long season, hasn't it? That's why I'm very happy. It's only episode 17, getting through like 40 league games in the season. And I'd like to finish off this season before 20 episodes. It might get to 19. We'll just have to see how much I can fit into the next episode. But we'll simulate again the training. We're just changing it up a little bit, especially after the debut of the youth player. I wanted to add the finishing and the shot power, and I'll do the same for Lewis Cook, because I noticed when he got in positions, when he came off the bench, Amaral, I tried to take a shot with him, but just, yeah, it didn't have anything about it, the shots. They were just too weak. And same with Lewis Cook. Because shooting is so important. Like in FIFA, it's like one of the most important attributes, finishing and shot power, because they can score, obviously, from it, or it can just force chances as well from corners and everything like that. So I really want to improve that to be a decent attribute. And if it does, yeah, especially Amaral, because all of his other skill attributes basically related to him, like the attacking attributes, technical attributes. Yeah, he's very good. You saw all those 70s, really good. Even curve is 80, so that's pretty high. But into this game, Hull City, they score away from home. It's Diami, only 15 minutes in. I'll have to admit, we're not playing as well as we were earlier in the season, but I think that's understandable that you're not playing the best at the end of the season because your players aren't as fit and everything like that coming towards the end of the season. That's why I did want to get a commanding lead, even though maybe, yeah, like getting a couple of losses here and there. We've still been consistent throughout the season. Like we've always like kept that top position, I should say, as we've gone on through the season. We've always stayed steady at the top, having a break between the playoff positions. So I'm happy about that at least. Here we're trying to clear. It was very shaky defending from the corner, especially in 45th minute injury time. You can get that sometimes. That was Jordi Amat who came with the goal. Just look at the replay there. I think initially I did well to get to the ball, but unfortunately I couldn't really direct the clearance the way I wanted it. And you can see Jordi Amat, he scores his first goal in the championship this season. Not too surprising as his defender. But yeah, that's going to be it as well. They did have a late chance, but I'll say luckily for us that the ref blowed the whistle. But yeah, we're going to lose anyway. So that's a bit unfortunate because that was actually a huge game. That was first v second. And Nottingham Forest also get a victory. So it's still going to be fairly close. They brought the points difference to 4 points now, so it's still going to be close. So next games are going to be important, even though I still simulated through a few of the games so we can get through in the next couple episodes. 6 more games remaining, but I hope you enjoyed it. Drop a like on the video, subscribe for new videos from me, and I'll see you guys in the very next one.